Hello people, welcome back to Dutch Modeling. Today with another inbox review. And before I start this one, I want to do a thank you to TAKOM for providing me with this review sample. It's the sample of their new M3 Grand. And it came out together with their M3 Lee, one British, the other American. I'm going to do a review of the M3 Grand. In this case, the M3 Lee will be following later on. But then, again, thanks for TAKOM for providing me with this one. The box art, nice drawing. The tank in action, dust clouds and everything, so that looks cool. Kit number is 22086, 1/35 scale. I have no clue how many parts there are. On the sides, as by a lot of companies nowadays, the color and profiles are provided by MIG, by Ammo. And you got one of the 7th Armor Division, 8th King's Royal Hussars, the 3rd RTR North Africa, and on this side you got more box art. On this side you got an overview of all the sprues, they're in there, the photo edge, the PE and the clear parts. More kits they have. Here's the kit number. And on this side again more box art. Nothing on the back, so let's open it and see what we'll have. We'll start with the booklet. See, it's a small box, but it's a full box. I'd rather have a full box that's small than a big box that's almost empty. Everything is in resealable bags. I like that very much. Let's start with the instructions and the things in there. It's a booklet with a glossy cover and back. It's again like the box and the tank. It's a small booklet. I got there. No, I don't have it anymore. Of the Grand, there's a little write-up on down here. And on the inside, you got the color callouts in color with the ammo by Jimenez paints. And again, it's the 210th Armour Regiment, 1st Australian Armour Division, and the British 7th Armour Division, 8th Night Royal Irish Hussars, Squadron C, Battle of Al Ghazala in 42. And then you go all the way to the back. You got the 3rd RTR North Africa 1942, and this will probably be one that's going to be built a lot. It's Montgomery's personal command tank of the 8th Armour HQ 1942-1943. So that's going to be fun. Here you got some more they have. The M3 Lee early, the AML 90, the AML 60 and the AMX 1375. Back to the front. Got some overview how to do stuff. Then here you got a sprue map, numbered, so that's always good. And then the building starts. Lower hull, front plate, rear plate, extra plates, transmission covers, idlers, hold thingies. I don't know if those have extra names. The sticks you stick your idlers on. He showed them sticking on the bogies with the road wheels and the idler and the sprocket wheel. The construction of everything is here. You see how you can make the sprocket wheel, as you can see. On this side there is the idler wheel. And here you start building up the bogies. Multiple parts, all of them. 1 second. Sorry for that. Multiple part bogies, that's where we were. You can see there, you got to make 6 of those. And then you're going to go from here. And let me see, how do I do this? You make this, you make that. And then you start here. And go from here through here. Then you have to add some rivets somewhere, or bolt heads. You make those, then you go from here up to this there, make this, and then combine it. And you shouldn't use glue according to this, so they will be movable. That's always a good thing. Then you go to here, and they make link tracks by the looks of it. So, but tracks was mostly done at the end. Here's an overview of how it should see with a little bit of sag in there. And it should have a template how to make it at the top. Do the sides, a little bit drilling, 1mm drill. Put the sides on, the mud flaps in the front on, extra arm parts. Hatches, covers. I'm guessing this is for the exhaust. And here you're going to build up the hatches. Interior, exterior detailing. Here more as well. Some tools already. Lights, more tools. Horn, all kinds of small stuff going on here. Then here you start on the third floor, or base, or upper hole. No, this is the upper hole, sorry. All sorts of stuff. This is the driver's hatch. Third hole with driver's viewport, sorry, this is driver's hatch, some armor platings. This is a top view for something. That's how it's supposed to look when it's done. Now, I noticed this lately on TAKOM kits. They going back, way back to the old 70s, 60s and 70s, use a hot iron to melt this piece of plastic so you don't have to glue it, and it's key. And I don't know if a lot of people want to do that. They actually say flatten with a heated screwdriver, etc. So that's a technique that hasn't been used in years because of the fumes that can get loose when you do that. Everybody, if you want to keep it movable, you have to do this, I guess. The was it 75mm gun? It's being placed here. No gluing, as you can see. And well, you got this, and then you get from the instruction can be a little bit confusing, to be honest, because this is the first thing you see, but actually you start working here, and then you do that, and then you do this, and then you do that, then you build this, and that gets there. So you really need to pay attention to the instructions. Then the third, or the upper armor plate, goes on together with the gun. Some more stuff. Here's the frontal armor for the gun housing. Some boxes. Light and light guards, open or closed, whatever you want. Then here are some side armor plates, the engine bay deck with the sides and the boxes, tools, and the engine with mufflers. Engine deck goes on with a tow cable on top, some engine deck grills, and mud guards on the back. Second. Nope. And underneath some more works, double doors, and work from the rear plating. Then the no, not this first. The side skirts go on. Here's a lot of work on the engine deck with photo edge, I guess, which, yep, here and here as well. Here's top view, but and here again more, but that's photo edge and side skirts. Then you go up here, starting the work on the third. All hatches here, viewports, antennae, hatch go on. This is the mount for the small guns, 37 I think it was. Being built up, being placed. The fuel ports go in, vision box, and then the upper and the lower parts come together. The coax and the actual barrel is being placed. And I always forget that word. I don't know why, but I always seem to forget it, and I know what it is. It's not the mount. Well, this thing goes on, and well, normally, and then you turn. Normally, you see a complete picture of the entire tank. You don't see with this. So it's a gun mantlet. See, I remember it. I know. So those are the instructions. These are 19 steps. Doesn't seem to be a very complicated build so far. So this was one on a section. What else do we have in here? We do have in here the very small photo sheet. You can see there's not a lot to it. We got some clear parts. That's it. And we got the decals in a resealable bag. Which doesn't really want to open. But I really have to, because I really want to get them out. Oh, there it is. So, they seem to be printed by TAKOM themselves. They are matte, they seem to be in register, and they actually look pretty good. It's not too bad. You can see. They look pretty good. Put them more back so they won't be damaged. Booklet together with the photo edge, just to be safe. Goes back in. So let's start with the plastics, and again all in resealable bags. And we actually got multiple spools in one bag. And let's see, this is B, that's a double, so I can take one of them back immediately. Let's see, here we got spool B. Let's see my showy thing. These are parts for the suspension, the bogies. Some clean up here. But all in all, that looks good. You see the detail there. It's pretty sharply molded. And there's a handle in there as well, a hand grip. That's very fine, as you can see. That will be a pita to get off there. See if there's not really interior detail. Here you can see interior thing. I don't know if that's a ejector pin mark or a locator hole, to be honest. Yes, I do know that's an ejector pin mark, because that one has it, this one hasn't, and that one hasn't. So you can see. Let's say ejector pin mark, so you have to fill that up, because I'm thinking it will be visible. And the other sprue in this bag was the F sprue, only nicely marked with the see-through. And there's a lot of riveting going on here. These are the sides. When the doors come in, the doors are down here. There's an extra armor plate, some tools here. Don't know exactly what these are. but they seem very fragile, to be honest. Again, no interior detailing. The doors are, so you can open those if you want. But then you will have to, is a big word of course, but stick a figure in it so it doesn't, so people can't look in and see that it's completely empty on the inside. But the detailing on the hedges on the inside is pretty cute. Good, not cute, good. Crisp. So, let me show you the inside of the hedges first. It's the inside of one of the hedges. It looks good and sharp, so you can open these, model them opened. That's a cool thing. And on the outside, there's a whole lot of riveting going on. You can see. They actually look pretty good. The doors, the hedges are their tools. There are the hedges on the outside. Yeah, that's a nice thing. Back. Close up again. Just to protect your plastics. This is J, part of the turret. Machine guns, the barrels at least, they look pretty good. The mantlet with a very nice cast texture, one of the grills, part of the exhaust system, sides, the back plate, turret, bottom turret, the main gun for the small turret, it's 37mm I think. The small turret on top, but I don't think that you need it in this one. Let me check for a sec. No, this is the turret for the other, for the Lee, not for the Grant. So you won't need everything from this. So, show you the nice details here. You can see the texturing. This way, all the small stuff. And it's hollowed out as you can see. And you got the machine gun barrels there. Nicely molded. Where's the other one? I'm just checking. It's there. Very nicely molded. And then up here you got more rivet work, as you can see. All looks to be nicely done. No short shot so far. Some of them seem a little bit fragile. Well, only a view so far, so not done yet. Let's go to the lower hole. Then we see the little back with the turret. Here's the lower hole. Again, a whole lot of riveting. And this is the same hole you will get with the Lee. Because the only thing that differs between the two are the tracks and the top turret, I think. And the fact that one is American, the other one is British. But here's a whole lot of riveting detail on here, and it just looks very nicely done. Pre-drilled hole, so you probably need to draw out something here. You have to see it like this. All the sharp detail. You can see it on the sides as well. This will take some nice weathering Now you got the turret with a very nicely done cast texture. No interior detail again. The part of the, I'm guessing this is the radar antenna mount is already molded on, so that's good. But the texture is very nice. Show you. Camera picks it up. There it is. Nice cast texture there. You can see all around. Some heads there. That's a nice thing. Put it back again. What else? We have the tracks. It's only one sprue with tracks, as far as I can see. Yes, it is. As you can see, they are link and length. The guide horns on the outside of the tracks. And some ejector pin marks on every fourth track, so you have a little bit of cleanup to do on this side. Your single links you have to clean up all. Now let's see the other side. And these are the grand tracks with the rubber, I think these are rubber plates. And the sides look very nice. Very nicely molded. Very nicely molded. Link and length is not everybody's favorite. So if you do like dioramas, you have to almost to put them on a flat ground. You cannot play with relief. It's kind of a shame. You see, they look pretty good. The sides as well. All very nicely sharp molded. On the inside, there the guide wheel horns, of course, you can see, and also the ejector pin marks. Well, most of those you don't even need to clean, I guess. Just go through it with a sander, and mostly it's cleaned up. Or you just put on some mud, which most of us will do. Next, 2 sprues. Lower turret half. Again with some nice casting texture on here. Commander's hatch. And just some vision ports, again with a very nice texture on it. Hatches detail on both sides, so you can display them open. I don't know what these are. See the lower turret half, and then as the camera picks it up, because texture on here is pretty soft. There are the and turn it around, so maybe you can pick up the detail, the texture on this. Oh, that went wrong. Sorry for that. Try again. And then you got the other side of the hatches there. So, and on this sprue we have the side skirts, mud flaps, tow cables, I guess, and the boxes that go on the back, the stowage boxes. So there is not a lot of detail on the side skirts, to be honest. I thought there would be more. And on the mud plates as well, there's not a lot. And these is no detail whatsoever. So that's a bit of a shame. see, or not see of course, front fenders, the side skirts, and then turn it around. There's no no, we need to go there. There's thin wires there. I think those are cables for some sort. They're very thin. And a lot of cleanup points. It will be shitty. That will be quite some work. Yeah, quite flexible as you can see. So hopefully they won't break. So back in the back. You go, just to be sure, nothing. Back in the box. Next we got a duplicate. These are the road wheels and all the parts for the bogies and the idler, the sprocket wheel, yeah, everything that goes underneath, so to say. So these are 2 screws. I'm going to take one out. It's the A screw or the V screw. No, I think the A screw. So road wheels, sprockets, all kind of bogie parts. That's basically what I can tell you about this one. There are no bolts inside of the wheels. The sprocket wheel looks pretty good. Yeah, for some reason this one looks like it's burned. It's pretty dirty, so I have to wash this because I think this is release agent, so I have to wash this really good before I can paint it. I don't say they have it all, but just make sure. I'm going to show you that in a second, work better. Well, the rest of the detail is again pretty nice, sharp. Here and there is a little bit of cleanup, but okay, that's all part of the hobby, of course. Down here you got some extra bolt heads, as you can see, which you need to insert on these, so if I remember the instructions correctly. Let's see. There's the, see how dirty black it is there with this one? I think that's release agent. The wheels, the sprocket wheel, the transmission cover, turn it around, and some small stuff down here, hooks, grab handles, vision port plating, return rollers, fuel caps, all sorts. So let's see if the other ones are black as well. This one doesn't even have one. Okay, this is strange. So they're not completely the same. You can see this one is missing here. So I don't know if this broke off or cut off a person's. All the other stuff are aligned except for this one, which is strange. Might be that's a spare. I don't know. I have to check that in a second. Second to last sprue. We've got the upper armor plating, or deck plating, whatever you want to call it. Front, driver's hatch here, tow cable, shovel, spare track links, engine deck, turret, driver's hatch. No, there won't be driver's hatch, will it? Let me see. It will be like this. This is the front. This is the 75mm. This is the front. This is probably the gunner's hatch. Sides, view sight, gun sight. Again, mud guards. Tripod. Very nice cast texture on these. Not certainly what they are, but it's a nice cast texture on it. Yeah, and I think, just to make sure, this feels pretty greasy. So there will be some grease or release agent on these. Just to be sure, when you got one, check it for that, and if necessary, wash it. So, some close-ups here again. These ones with the nice texture in it, as you can see. And spare tracks there. Anyway, this is the front plate. And just the start here, that's easier. More stuff there. Spare track links. See, we got the bigger parts there. Got the engine deck there. The shovel there's on the bottom. And then just let's see the wire, the cable. It looks pretty good. You can see now, hopefully. Yeah, it's nicely molded. Very nicely molded. That's easy. And just it feels greasy. So. And then we came to the last sprue. This is housing for the 75 with the 75 itself. I wonder is it. I haven't really looked at this, but it looks like to be a two-part because I think this is the 75, but there has to go something on top still. So, antenna mount, small stuffs. This will be the what should we call it? Where you put on your tracks, so you get your sag right. You can see that just that little bit goes down here. So I think you put it like this, and start on top here, which will be the end of the sprocket wheel, and you just go a little bit down and make a length that way. It's quite easy, I think. And then you got some extra armor parts. It's the housing for the 75 again here. It's the outside with nice cast texture. Detail is pretty good. The washing machine is annoying me at the moment. You probably can hear the beeping in the back. The beep 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 beep. Sorry for that. I do not want to get up and turn it off at the moment because I'm almost done. I'm going to show you this. All kinds of small stuff. And here's the bigger stuff. There's the antenna mount, vision port. See again still the very nice molding of the kit. And more bolts. See, this one is. Let's see if I turn around and give you a close up of the outside of the 75. Hopefully you can see the cast texture on it there. Especially like this side. It's very nicely molded there. This is clean and there are just a lot of rivets. So this was the last sprue as far as I can see it. So put it back in its baggie. Baggie in the baggie. Pick the baggie up and close the lid on it. So the new TAKOM M3 Grand. It's a small kit. It's a small tank. There's a lot of good, very nice cast texture on it. There's a shame that there is no interior, nothing whatsoever, because the hatches, they can all go open, and the interior of the hatches is very nice. All in all, it looks to be a very nice kit. It looks to be a very fast to build kit. If you build it right out of the box, you can probably go super detailed at everything, whatever you want, and take your time, of course. But just right out of the box, it seems to be a very quick build. And I guess I'm gonna enjoy this. M3 Grand, of course. The other M3s, people have been waiting for a new company for this to be released, especially for this being the British one. The British tanks are not really that well. That there are not as much British tanks in the modern world as most people would like. So this is a welcome addition to the British section, and yeah, it looks good, and I think it's gonna be fun. So hope you enjoyed this, hope you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.